Alright, we're back for 4.2, a bridge too far. Impending floods could mark the end for the fire ant colony. I've played through this one already and then I lost. It's a population objective and I was 20 short the first time because I made some mistakes. I tried upgrading the ant tiles rather than just building them, so I was spending 80 for every extra ant rather than 40 like it should have been. Hopefully I've learned from those mistakes. Load in a second and...
Fire Ant Queen has traveled for miles on her nuptial flight, finally landing atop a sandy mound deep in the swamp. The vantage point might seem like an ideal home, but it may be short-lived. This whole area is liable to flooding, and nearby rainfall is already causing the groundwater to rise. Exhausted and without her wings, the queen is unable to move on alone. But if she can amass enough daughters in time, the colony as a whole may stand a chance.
Okay, now let's dig outside. So it is a lot like Queen of the Hill. There's aphids and a rising flood coming. Aphids are going to be in these plants just like last video. We don't have any in our current plant. They're all scattered across the map. Floods will slowly drown them out and we won't have access to get them later on, so it's kind of a time thing, but you also need a lot of ants
to... A great blue skimmer, Libellula vibrans,
cross the little bridges
overhead. This fantastic aerial predator shouldn't cause any trouble for the ants. That is, unless it decides to land in their way.
Okay, and that dragonfly is kind of just like a mini boss later on.
Food is abundant, but as the floodwater begins to rise, the ants will quickly lose access to the lower lands.
We're also going to be invaded every night. I don't know the exact schedule from it, but they're going to be coming in the main entrance and then a bunch of random little holes to the outside as well. Which is why we have to work quickly to fully take over the underground and get enough ants for guarding the queen too, outside of our strike force. So let's grab that food there. And when we do have the ants for and cleared the underground, our second group is going to be the aphid protector / collector group.
Many nearby creatures have already been washed out of their homes by the rising water. A lucky few have been deposited on the shores east of the nest. As more arrive, tensions will rise. There isn't space here for everyone.
And just like the last video as well, we're going to have the worker ants be purely nest group ants, just because the fire ant soldiers themselves are not very expensive and they're pretty fast. So we'll just have them as the collecting group.
This colony must remain small for now.
Over here is going to be our nest group ant. This is going to be our main strike force area. And I think I'll dig this to be the Royal Guard group, I guess.
False bombardier larvae are burrowing through the earth surrounding the nest. They are already large and will hold their ground against small groups of ants.
There we go. This is all free food over here. And like I said, we have some cave openings like that where we'll randomly have bugs attack from, which is why we're going to need to have a Royal Guard group that's just going to stay here indefinitely, protecting the queen from any random bugs that will run in from these holes instead of the main entrance. Right now I'm not going to focus too much on it though, because we're going to stay underground with our main force. There's a little bit more food up here to grab. Oh, lots of little bugs coming on in. It's just little warp dudes. There we go. Now let's get back to gathering this food up, and we'll attack this area next. I think this is separate from these. I could be wrong, and I could just kill the queen off by doing this, but we'll see. We'll find out soon enough. Yep, it is separate. Nice.
The inundation has slowed, and fewer creatures are washing up to the east. The ants have an opportunity to explore for food, but there are other dangers at night. Moist-skinned amphibians have come out to take advantage of this new water world, harvesting lost insects displaced from their burrows.
Alright, now we got a full-grown one. We've more than enough ants to deal with it, though. Yep. Now we gather the food up. Let's build some more ants for the Royal Guard after the food's collected. And where to next? I think over here, these guys? Yeah. So I think this is going to be free food, and then that is free food. Let's get after it.
There are intruders in the nest.
Come on, we got it. There we go. Let's place some more food tiles, just because that one right there was bothering me. And dig up into this. And then we'll deal with these guys next. More soldier tiles. You should have enough right here just to deal with it, though. Rest of the ants will be back real quick, but the food storage is right there. Oh, yep, it's two of the very strong ones. I should have waited. Wait, they have to walk towards us, so let's just group up over here and let them walk into a whole group of them. Or not. Those two are actually holding their own. There we go. And that was done for. Now expand our nest group. Which counts as population as well, just not as much as soldiers do. Water's rising, which means we're going to have another creature attack in a minute. Which also means we actually might not be able to reach this furthermost. Yeah, we're not going to be able to reach these aphids at all. It's better that we build up underground first, though. At least based on my last game. Seems like it's going to be better. After they've collected all of that food, we go on... I guess up here. We'll be fine. Oh, it's 3 of them.
The ants must defend themselves.
Again, we'll be fine. One's basically dead. Yep. And let's start pre-digging to this area over here. Oh, we got some ants coming on in.
Predators are loose in the nest. The
They're
larvae
not
must
ants.
be protected.
There we go. This over here. Let's dig out from right here, and this will be the number 2 group that's going to be protecting the aphids later on. Alright, got it. Royal Guard has 15, they just need to hatch, and 15's more than enough to deal with one millworm. Not millworm, but whatever it's called. And he's dead.
There are intruders in the nest.
maybe we'll bring them up so they just... No, it's already dead. Never mind. There's another one coming on in. It might kill off a worker or two, but if it does, it does. Just bring the Royal Guard up here so we're not moving this entire mass. Bring them right back down. So we have another invader in the nest. And have the main group take out this area. Coming on in. Actually get a couple speed tiles. Because even if they don't affect speed that much, I still like them. When we actually get aphids in here. Now we're going to deal with these frogs. 2 frogs isn't that bad at all. Go. We collect the rest of this food underground, and then we're going to go out and get aphids. Actually, there's no aphids on the tree right now. I'll let the number 2 group focus on cleanup. We'll send our guys straight out for some aphids before flood happens again. We can get to this aphid tree over there. This one's flooded, and we'll go around and find which one we can get next.
Of a dwarf sundew. As it tries to struggle free, more tentacles are drawn in, drowning the victim in thick mucilage.
It's all good. Get all of these aphids, and then group number 1 will go around and get random food bits like this over here, while group number 3 just sits underground and guards the queen from random creature attacks.
With nowhere to drain, the floodwater creeps ever nearer to the nest. Already cramped and irritated, a panic ensues, and the refugees scramble for higher ground.
Yep, we're about to have a creature attack. Let's see. We gathered all the aphids off this already? No, not quite. I can see one right there. And now the yellow dot disappeared, so now let's head back and protect the queen. What was I saying before? Which food source? Was it this one? Or was it... No, I was talking about this tree that's already drowned. Never mind. We'll go up to this pine cone right here, and then that pine cone down there. Actually, we'll go for this pine cone first, since it's lower ground. And now that it's flooded, can we reach any new aphids? Not that one, not that one. Maybe that one. Yes, we can. Let's disable
The ants
their
must defend themselves.
gathering so they don't gather the pine cone. We want to gather the aphids, then the pine cone. Here they come. This is why you gotta take the underground first, because otherwise you won't have enough ants fast enough to be able to collect all the aphid trees. At least based on my last game I played. I could be wrong. Alright, they're still able to attack.
News of the insect feast has spread across the swamp.
Shoot.
With growing numbers of amphibians patrolling the waters, the Invicta's scavenging expeditions will need to be well defended.
No. Fall back, fall back. They're just walking in one by one, dying because so many of them are just a bridge right now. Yeah, no. Wait. Move them back up. Oh, it's not attacking. It should be good to actually just gather the aphids then. Maybe? Did they already gather them all? Oh, they did. Right, let's allow gather. Let's throw group 2 back into group 2.
The ants must defend themselves.
What's happening now? Oh. Just a little lizard.
An eastern newt, Notophalmus viridations, is devouring ants. Growing up to 10 centimeters in length, it dwarfs other creatures on the mound. Its red skin is toxic and serves as a warning to potential predators.
Alright, now we can allow these guys to come back. So they have to wait till every ant's crossed the bridge to unbridge. There we go. Back to collecting the pine
An
cone.
ant has fallen victim to a carnivorous plant.
Is what it is. I think we have to wait for the next flood to reach that one. Yeah. Oh, that's not what I was trying to do. Come back over here, make sure we're getting that pine cone before it floods. This one's flooded. Can we reach the black ants? I know we said something about them a moment ago. We can reach the black ants. It's just a little step away too. So let's gather the rest of this pine cone and then we'll go and attack black ants. Let's actually start digging out another area to add into group 1. This group 1 needs more members. Actually, let's just throw them on the second half of this food area. Okay, they've gathered the pine cone. Now let's have them all just sit here for a second, group up fully, and then we'll go on to take the black ants' aphids, and then try to just take out the black ants entirely as well. Let's disable their food gather so they don't get distracted, and just go straight for their aphids. Yeah, we're gonna lose. Way too many little dots. Let's group them up right here, let them come to us while we're grouped up. We still got a whole bunch trickling down. We should have 42 in addition to the bridge ants gathering here, it looks like. I could be completely wrong as well. I don't know how many ants this is for that tiny bridge. Alright, let's walk back. I don't think we got enough right now. Let's just steal some of their food from right there so it's not a total waste. We're gonna need to come back with a lot more forces. Maybe temporarily bring back our royal guard. Just so we have enough. Oh, yeah, no, fall back entirely. Oh, pinecone. Let's get the rest of this pinecone and wait until we have at least 100 soldier ants. Maybe not, the water's about to rise on us. Let's hold off, because I don't know if the water's going to rise up to here or up to here. Let's grab this pinecone first. Here they come. And he's dead. Yep, that was fast. Water's about to rise. We'll see where it goes to. Oh. Yeah, we can get this pinecone. And did the water rise make it more difficult to get to the black ants or easier? This is the path we took before, so now we're going to need a lot more. But, where was it? Over here, we can get these aphids.
As the water draws ever nearer, more insects
and
begin
these
to
aphids
wash up on the bank.
Oh no,
the
not those
Invicta
aphids yet.
colony must maintain control or risk being overrun.
We can get a bunch more aphids. Next flood will unlock the next aphid spot. And we're about to get attacked by a frog. A lot of food over here to get. And once it floods again, we can get the rest of the aphids. 17 should be more than enough. We don't gotta worry about other ants stealing our aphids up here. And there's not really gonna be any bugs attacking us at the aphid tree. Oh wait, no, I could be wrong. I think this guy might be stealing our aphids. 17's fine for the time being. Group 1 will gather, Group 3 will guard, Group 2 will sit there and gather aphid food. Let's start getting some more soldiers for part 2 of Group 1. Oh, never mind. Dragonfly's landing. Let's deal with him. Get some more soldiers for Group 1. I think this means Dragonfly's landing. I could be wrong. Maybe. Oh, wasn't paying attention. We have enough. So now we just need to gather the ants at the top of the hill once we have flooded the area entirely. That's what this marker here is for. And it's completely unnecessary. Yeah, I think it's completely unnecessary. Gather the ants at the top of the hill. Or maybe it is necessary. We'll just gather all of our ants at the top of the hill. If I'm wrong, and we'll just go back to gathering food.
Waters rise. The washed-up invertebrates panic, and a stampede ensues. The Invicta soldiers must form ranks quickly.
I wonder if we can end the game. Yeah, if we gather all the ants out there beforehand, we can end the game early rather than dragging this out. That'd be nice. There we go. Queen's gonna walk out.
By joining their bodies together to form a giant raft, the fire ants were able to ferry the queen from the mound just as the nest filled with water. Their perils are not over, but they've shown great resilience and an ability to survive in this harsh environment. Wherever they land, the creatures of the swamp will quickly come to know the might of the fire ants.
Okay, let's get the extra royal jelly, head on back. Sorry, ants just drift away. Right.
I knew it. I knew it. With the proper exposure and stimulation, the mutation possibilities are boundless. The potential for amalgamation, which is, of course, an epistatic effect owing to increased cytoplasmic viscidity in
What
the...
are you doing?
Preparing the report.
Can you not do it quietly? Perhaps try using the keyboard?
The keyboard. How quaint.
Oh, wasn't that the same voice line as last one? I believe so. Anyway, as you can see, I did build up after collecting food yesterday, so let me quickly go over. Built the nest group ants, built the soldier ants, little 7x7, same with the wood ants. Built the tank ants, the leaf cutter ants over here, and fire ants are going to be the majority. I think for the next, episode, video, where we're doing the final experiment, instead, I'm going to kind of follow what I've been doing for the fire ants and have workers only be nest group workers and have the fire ants be in that second group where they'll be able to fight, but I'll just drag them off occasionally and have them also gather food when needed. Just go, boop, gather food only. And I'll also disable the main group from hopping on the back of big bugs, enemy mounting, and just leave that entirely up. Alright, well, my computer crashed, but if you did like the video, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Next episode will be Final Experiment, and then the Passage of Time, which I believe is the same terrarium. We'll see.